What's going on, you guys? So I'm gonna be doing a D.y. body scrub, and I'm gonna be showing you how I do it the cheap way, using coffee ground. I'm using a little measuring cup, doesn't matter. And I'm gonna be using, it doesn't matter too what type of container. I'm using my old Vaseline container that I had. So I'm just gonna put it in. Sorry, I think there's like a hair in the back. I'm gonna do probably like 2. I find it to be cheaper this way. See if 2 would be good enough. You guys could see. Alright, I'm gonna do 3. Actually, no, I'm gonna just do 2. I should have did the sugar first. You're gonna need sugar. I recently bought mine. It doesn't matter what type, whether it's brown sugar or just regular white sugar. You can buy it, I think, anywhere, obviously. I bought mine at Walmart, so I just go with it. Give me some. Hope it doesn't all of them. Ooh, alright. Then I'm gonna crush my sugar. Same thing, 2. Voila. Then I'm gonna be using olive oil. Just gonna add the whole thing in it. Could use any oil, rather your likings. I kind of ran out. I didn't even bother to look to see if I have enough oil. So I'm gonna just use the oils I have. And then I'm gonna go in with the tea tree oil that I bought at my local Dollar Tree. I really wish they would just put them a little bit bigger, but hey, I mean, you can't beat it, right? So I'm just going all around the tub. Putting kind of enough, which is I struggle with eczema, so using tea tree oil is just perfect. It is up my alley. Then what you're gonna do, you're just gonna mix it. So yeah, it doesn't matter what type of container you have, as long as you have it where it's kind of just small. You don't need a lot, because eventually over time, I'm not saying it will go bad, but it's just kind of like, it just doesn't need to be that big. So I'm just mixing it all together. I forgot to add too. You could use a fork, or you could use a spoon or butter knife, if you're liking. Doesn't matter. I'm mixing it all together. So as you can see, this is how it's looking. So I'm gonna add a lot more oil. I might have to add my whole tea tree oil. I have to go to the store again. Either way, I must have had to. You know how it is. It's like every other week, you know, you gotta go back for something. So you're just gonna keep mixing it until it looks kind of like oily, kind of. That's how it's looking so far. And make sure you get the sides, make sure everything's mixed. See, I had a lot of oil on this side right here. Finally was able to mix it. It is kind of messy, so I have a towel underneath just in case, depending where you're at. So yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit more oil to it. I'm gonna add my whole thing. You could add coconut oil. I'm adding olive oil. You could add grapeseed oil. You could add any oil. It doesn't matter. I'm just doing whatever oil I have for the meantime. So this is exactly why. So I'm using a lot of tea tree oil. So. I should just add the whole thing, right? pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna just add the whole thing, you guys. What a video, right? Sure, I should just add a little bit more Vaseline, my other Vaseline. No, I just use the whole tea tree oil. Try to go again. Oh, this is perfect. Ooh. So be careful, you guys, making this. This is my first time making this body scrub. What got me to making it was because of the fact that out of my whole life I never had this issue, but literally now I struggle with like razor bumps. I recently got a razor bump. I got like 5 of them on my right leg, and it was, I think because the razor I was using was just too harsh on me. I did get a man's razor, but I never had that reaction before until recently. So I was just searching up because I'm like, you know what, I shave almost every other 3 days, or you know, especially right now it's like summertime. It's already May, close to June. So of course I want to show off my legs a lot more, and yeah, it just happened. I'm like, you know what, I was like, okay, I searched up, I was like, is there any way what could at least help me kind of get rid of it? And obviously nothing really, so I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna just have to wait a little bit. And so yeah, I'm just waiting. And I'm like, let me see if a body scrub could probably help. Let me see if I could just do a D.y. cheaper instead of, you know, when I went to Walmart, I saw it was $8. I was like, no, just get the sugar. I have my oils at the house, which, you know, obviously I ran out. I had to use just 2 of my oils after all. But in my head, I thought I had enough. So I was like, you know what? I was like, I'll just get the sugar. I have, you know, coffee ground at the house. I have my oils. That's what I was thinking when I was at the store. I was like, why pay $8 when, you know, I could spend close to, what the sugar there is like $2. Me being frugal. So this is how it's looking, you guys. I think we're good. I think this is good enough for me. You know, yeah, this is good enough for me. I don't need it too oily. You could add more to your liking. Obviously, me, I'm just rock it like this. Oh, you know what? I'm trying to think if I should add a little bit of water to it. See if it'll help. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna add a little bit, whatever we got. So ghetto. Perfect. Oh, it just seeped in. Look at that, it just seeped in. Oh, this is better. This is perfect. Because you know when you add oil and water, yeah, they will mix together. But you know to remove oil, you gotta add dish soap, lots of dish soap. Oh, I should have done that. Oh yeah, that's smart. That's really smart for me to do. So what I did is I had olive oil, and I just added a little bit of water to it, and I just shaked it, and then I just put it in the container, and then came out looking like this. So this is perfect. So you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This is how the consistency is looking. This is so messy, you guys. So thank you guys for watching a D.y. of a body scrub and how I made it. Hopefully it helps you out. If you're frugal like me, and you're not trying to spend close to $9-10, which is why even bother when you could just do it at home if you have sugar, you know, brown sugar, white sugar doesn't matter. And if you have coffee, right? So anyways, I hope everybody's having a beautiful, blessed day, and stay tuned. And yes, I was eating hot Cheetos earlier. That's why my hands look kind of red. Anyways, toodles, deuces.